think yeah, okay, we're recording. So hello people who will be watching this. I don't know how to start this. This is going to be a this is a this is a bit.
Awkward intro.
I know. Okay.
Just cut it out. We'll do it again.
Are you ready to watch the chaos that is this group?
Okay. So this is a D&D campaign that me and my friends are running. This will be like I believe the first thing of X that'll hopefully actually be successfully uploaded to YouTube.
Hopefully. Okay, I need to not sing copyrighted music. Wait, none of the music I listen to is copyrighted. I'm good.
Should we introduce ourselves via nicknames or something?
Yes. Just you guys tell me what you want to be called.
Cool.
You're gonna call me any one of my characters' names except for my own.
Cool. Screw it. I'm gonna be called Crow. Hello, my fellow gamers.
Crow, I might accidentally call you Sir Oof because that's what I got used to.
That's gonna happen to me too. Just call me any one of my characters' names. You know, you're just gonna call me Luciana through the whole thing.
Yeah, that is your new
That's my
nickname.
name now. I should get it legally changed.
Okay, and sorry, go.
Just Artemis is fine.
Artemis.
Sorry, what? Mm-hmm. What is this?
Could you just refer to me as Crow, please? That'd be pretty nice.
I will try to.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, I'm still going to go by Liam because the channel's name is Lord Liam.
Wait, you know Howie Mandel?
Do I know who?
Howie Mandel. He's a super famous guy. Think maybe a comedian? ? Not sure. His autobiography is just called "Here's the Deal: Don't Touch Me," and I don't know why that's so funny.
Okay.
It's really not that funny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so our DM is going to be Artemis, who is who has the picture of Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Okay, so shall we start?
Just a moment. I am looking through.
Luca, night fever, shining brightly over me like I've never seen. We're aiming higher and breaking through sound. Are you sure you're ready for it now? Luca, night fever. I have that song stuck in my head. It's such a bop.
It's such a bop. I thought I had this clip saved, and I was gonna send it to someone, whatever. Oh well. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and start. Alright. I'm going to mess something up because I'm excited for this. Okay.
Wonderful.
So, the world, believe it or not, in the Eberron setting is called Eberron. It's a shocking revelation. And on Eberron is a continent called Corvair, within which is a nation called Breland that contains Sharn, a huge city of impossibly tall towers with essentially a second smaller city floating above it in the clouds. Currently, you are all here. Most of the city is... Most services are in the towers, and the main services, residences, whatever, is mostly within the towers, and there are lifts and bridges between the towers. There is a lot of death here. It's basically like New York. With towers.
Epic.
Crow, doesn't this sound familiar?
A little bit.
I can't wait until level 3. Okay, let's go. Okay, so
I should have looked over this earlier. Okay, so dang it, I don't know what these words mean. I just looked at a list of parts of Sharn and I don't know what these words mean. So what are each of you doing?
Okay. So I I'm going to be looking for the nearest bar
Okay. Um,
or tavern.
okay. Uh, there is okay. We'll go ahead and say that the group of you are in a district called Middle Memphis, which is just for my own reference. Okay, you are able to find a place. It's called Shifting Faces. There are a lot of changelings that frequent the place.
Okay.
And the others of you,
I want to perform in some like square place with lots of people. Some place with lots of people.
okay. Yeah, there are. This is basically the most diversely populated part of this entire huge city. You are able to do so.
Okay. Can I like try and get money?
Uh, sure, make a performance check.
Okay. So I kind of rolled a nat 20, and so that's a 24.
Okay.
First natural 20 of the campaign. Woo.
Getting money.
So people start quickly flocking over to you, and amid the commotion, um, a human woman wearing a bit of armor pushes through the crowd and asks you, "Excuse me, do you have a busking license?"
What?
A busking license, street performing.
No. I don't even know what that means.
You can. That's like the one thing I know. Okay, you can perform. In that case, you can perform, but you cannot profit monetarily. And Crow, what are you going to be doing around these times?
Okay. L.L.G, they're gonna ask around for if anybody has heard of this being called the Sculptor of Flesh.
Okay. Um, around around here, not many people have. You find there are a few people who their eyes light up and they seem scared and start to like run away, but they, for the most part, people do not seem to have any reaction to the name.
Disappointing.
As you are asking around, you stumble upon this large crowd of people um, who are seemingly gathering around someone who's performing.
Cool. I'll go join the crowd.
Okay. Uh, I guess both of you go ahead and describe your characters.
At the center of the crowd performing is a robot. Robot, basically. Robot girl.
You have a picture of her, don't you?
Yeah, I've drawn like 5 pictures of her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send a picture because I'm bad with verbal descriptions.
I think most of us are somewhat. Let's
Hold on.
see. Yeah. Okay. So that would be Kitten's character, or not, sorry, Luciana, or yeah, whatever your current character's name is.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah, I'll find out.
All in due time.
So that is Luciana, or Luciana's character.
Okay. L.L.G. They are a green dragonborn, and they're currently wearing a robe that I'm going to say is the color blue. They have a little satchel, too.
Okay. And I'm assuming you don't have a picture of your own character.
No.
Luciana, do you want to draw it, or should I?
I'm not good at drawing non-human beings.
Neither am I.
Non-human
to
with
draw.
I can draw them. I can draw dragonborn heads are a pain. I don't like the head. I can get everything but their heads.
Dragons in general are difficult.
I can get normal dragons. Or at least one type of dragon.
The dragons / dragonborns is extremely cartoonish, or I don't know. It's cartoonish, I guess. Not extremely.
Okay.
Because then it's super easy, I guess. I don't know. I know nothing about
Yeah.
drawing. Just listen to me.
Okay. So would I hear this or hear this crowd outside this tavern that I'm in, or bar? Huh?
You would.
Can I go outside and check it out?
Yes.
I would like to join the crowd once I see this dancing robot girl.
Okay.
Should I describe my character now?
Yeah.
Well, I am playing a female tiefling who is dressed up like a bartender. There's a picture of her. I just need to get a better.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. She wears bluish tinted like sunglasses, basic, and has brown hair tied back with like a red ribbon, and yeah, that's her.
She gives me honest vibes.
I don't know what that is, or that name maybe,
No,
or at least that name.
You
Their
could
cha-
somehow back
I
on
can't even
Dave.
show you anything. I can't even show you anything because their channel was deleted.
Ah.
Like, I can't even like. That's
Honest was a channel that was like run by Markiplier and some other kind of
great
YouTuber.
gameplays.
Yeah, I based
Yeah.
her. I based her design off of a specific anime character. I'm gonna see if I can find them real quick.
I can tell.
Can you guess what anime character? Do you know the anime?
I don't know, but I can tell the way the poses just looks like an anime character.
The anime I believe is Durarara. I don't know how to say it. It's
Oh, Durarara?
yeah, it's this. I named it after this bartender-looking guy named Shizuo. I'm guaranteed I'm saying that name wrong. But this guy constantly swings around like vending machines and lamp and like street lights. Yeah, I found a good image that shows what this person does on a regular basis. I'm just gonna stop.
Oh, I know what I did today. I watched Gura streams. Gura streams. I watched like a bunch of her streams.
This is who my character's based off of, or at least design.
Are they wielding a pole sign?
Yes. They also punch vending machines up into the air about like a yard and a half off the ground.
It's
That's a lot of-
Durarara, right?
Yeah.
And I keep
Dura-
getting recommended that.
It's
like, I don't know.
Season 1 is good. Season 2 I lost interest halfway through.
Okay, noted. It's like Death Note, where it starts out really good, but then it immediately drops quality once there's like you can tell when the quality just drops. It just plummets.
It's not that the
Episode
quality dropped. It was more of this how this one character developed in like season 2. I hated, and this character was one that I liked more.
Well, that's what happened
Uh,
with Death Note. Death
with Death
Note.
Note, just don't watch past episode 25.
Death.
I watched through the whole thing just because I was already invested. I needed to see what happened. I was complaining and annoyed as I watched through it, but like I was able to get through it.
I actually enjoyed
Mello's
all
a
of
good
Death
character.
Note.
I don't mind Mello. Mello's pretty great. I just don't like Nier. Just why? Why do you exist?
I actually have no complaints about Death Note. I enjoyed all of it.
I didn't like the part after that one character stopped existing.
L.
Dude, if this is going on YouTube, we can't spoil stuff.
Oh, wait, but how long has Death Note been out though?
Several years, but like I wouldn't want any spoilers.
Hey,
I don't like that's like an important plot point too. Like it was one thing.
well, sorry for spoiling. I'll put him.
We're not gonna say how it happened. We're just you just know that it happens now. We're
Yeah.
not gonna say when or how.
Yeah.
I guess we
I,
said
I already
but
said I already named an episode.
we're
Okay.
not telling you how it happened, so you'll probably figure it out after like the first like 2 episodes. You're gonna be like, oh.
Okay, let's just stop talking about Death Note so that we don't spoil anything anymore. I'm gonna have to like put in like the descriptions of all my videos possible anime spoiler warnings.
Anyways, yeah, I was watching Garguda streams. Garguda's great. She's so bean. I'm a chum bud.
Okay. So,
So eventually, the crowd disperses, and among the last few people still gathered there are obviously the person who was performing and the two of you. Well, the other two of you.
um, my character's
Hello,
just gonna.
my fellow gamers. How's it going? I'm sorry, that was horrible.
Okay, well, my character's just gonna like just clap a bit and just say, "Amazing performance."
Aw, thank you.
That voice. My mind just died after hearing that voice.
I can do so many voices. I'm Stella. What's your name?
My character's just gonna like take a bit of a bow and say, "I'm Luna."
Stella and Luna.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh gosh.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello.
Huh. You didn't do the General Kenobi.
What?
I said hello there.
I'm sorry, but that hello there kind of genuinely scared me. Like, give me Flora vibes from Haunting of Bly Manor.
I don't know.
about this. All I know about that show is lesbians and Netflix.
I
That's
know.
all I know.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about
There-
that show.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Mike, do not trust Mike. I do not trust Mike. Flora could be redeemable, but still creepy as hell. And it's pretty good so far.
I just know I got recommended a show by someone called like Queen's Gambit, and it's about this person who the orphanage puts her on drugs and she becomes a chess master. Like that's the description I got. I'm like, she's put on
That sounds
Xanax
like
and she's
that
a
could
chess
easily.
master.
That sounds like it could easily be an anime.
It does, but I'm pretty sure it's live action.
That's
When
even
you're
more.
on drugs, you unlock your alter ego who has one random particular skill, and this person is the most proficient with said skill out of anyone the world has ever known. But it's chess.
Okay, I found it. And wait, where can it's on Netflix?
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, she's like they give her like Xanax and she has like a drug addiction and she can like solve chessboards and stuff. I don't know. I got a very short description of it. It's like 7 episodes. And the person who recommended it told me they'd only watch like the first two.
Okay.
But it does sound like it could be an anime.
Most
Oh my
things.
god. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
What?
There's this show that I saw called Warrior Nun, and it's very ridiculous to the point where a corporation in the show literally declared war on the Catholic Church. Like
Is
the
it an
CEO
anime?
went out onto like, no, it's not. It's a live action show.
What?
Yeah, it's on
Wait.
Netflix.
How is
I
that?
think the
Not?
Vatican. I
I
think the
want to
Vatican.
find that show.
I think the Vatican City is technically its own country. So could you do that?
I mean, I guess
Possibly.
you could, but a
I
company.
don't know. Like, CEO
I
literally
don't. This
went on
doesn't
live
make
TV
why.
and was like, I'm declaring war on the Catholic Church to get some weird angel medal so that she can build a portal to heaven.
I don't think getting on a Catholic, making declaring a war on the Catholic Church would allow you to do that. Get into heaven anyways. I think that may just.
No, like, so in the show, the Catholic Church is like has these precious artifacts that are made of like holy metal, and so Corporation Evil Lady needs to use those holy metals to build a portal to heaven, so that she can save her dying son.
Oh.
I can't decide
If you need to build a portal to heaven, it might be too late.
Yeah. Pretty sure it would be too late at that point.
No, she's gonna build a portal to heaven and then kill God.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention there's a secret organization of non-assassins within the church.
Wait, what?
Silver
Yes,
Flames.
and that's like, and one of the main characters becomes one of those secret non-assassins.
Non-assassins. That sounds fantastic, but also horrible at the same time.
I can't. Why is this not an anime?
Assassination.
Why weren't these animes first?
I know. Why wasn't this an anime?
I don't know.
This concept just has anime written all over it. Shonen Jump.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, back on topic.
Now I can only think about anime.
Yes. Okay.
Have you guys heard of this weird cult surrounding a being called the Sculptor of Flesh?
Would my character know what that is?
Make a religion check. This is gonna be really high DC though.
I'm pretty sure a 7 fails.
It does.
Let me try.
Um,
I'll get even worse.
Moon.
I tied. I got a 7 too.
Lunar just shakes her head and says, "No, I've never heard of that."
No.
Okay, out of game. I'm so sorry, but something about your robot voice just installs fear in me.
It should. Be very afraid.
Anyway, moving on. Um, well, that's great. Want to help me try to find this cult?
Sure,
Sure, why not?
don't see a problem with that. What could possibly go wrong?
Artemis, I'm so sorry if I throw your campaign off the rails. If I'm doing that, just let me know. I will take back all my actions immediately.
No, uh, throwing the campaign off the rails is something that I have learned is something to be dealt with, not to be undone.
Didn't I do that like the other day?
Wait, which thing?
Me walking through walls.
Oh yeah. Um, I thought you meant like randomly at the beginning of a session deciding to go into the hells. But no, you were talking about the one before that. Yeah, you kind of did, sort of. I mean, things didn't really change too much, but kind of. Anyway.
I changed the method of getting there.
Mhm. Uh, anyway, so are you going to try and just start searching around within Sharn to find this cult?
Um,
I'm looking for
Sure.
people who tell me more about it.
Okay. Um, you would be aware, L.L.G, that um, a lot of the people who seem to know the most about this cult, for whatever reason, tend to be dwarves.
Oh,
Not most of the cultists, but the people who know about the sculptor of flesh tend to be dwarves.
okay. Are any of them willing to give me information?
Maybe if you seek them out, but there are currently, uh, right now you're in a rather vacant portion of the southern side of the city. I don't even know if that's southern, but whatever. You are. Uh, Currently, there aren't many people around.
Well, I guess I'll go looking for some dwarves.
wait, would my character know anything at all about dwarfs?
About dwarves.
Yes.
I mean, you know they exist. You know that they're from a place called the Ironroot Mountains. Uh, they their society there is called the Roar Holds, which just means the iron holds. That's about it.
Okay.
So as you just begin to roam around the city, searching for uh, dwarves, um, you find yourself on eventually on a in what seems to be a mostly abandoned part of Sharn, like kind of like a back alley, but not actually a back alley. Just there aren't people around, and you're behind a lot of buildings. You have this perfect view out to the south of a large river that is right between Sharn and the ocean. There's the ocean, and then a river, and then Sharn. Uh,
Okay.
you see, and as you're walking across a bridge in this little place, um, you are met with the sight of a person, somewhat resembling a human, but a bit shorter. Um, you you grow a bit hopeful at first, and then you notice that it's a halfling. Um, a short man, even for a halfling, dressed in a heavy trench coat. He has short black hair and a goatee, and just gives off this general air of irritability. And he just says, "Hey, you're in my territory, eh, bub?"
I didn't see anywhere or anything that said this was your territory.
That's the Boromars. And he turns around and shouts something out to the air behind him, and and after this happens, three large reptilian creatures, not large, three reptilian creatures about the size of a person, the average person, so larger than him, begin to swoop down. They have leathery wings and pointed beaks. These are pteranodons, because they are just a thing that kind of exists.
We're fighting dinosaurs.
Pterosaurs.
Pterosaurs.
Uh, I didn't mean to um make you angry, gnome person. Uh, I was just saying that like I didn't see that, and I'm gonna be getting off your property now if you make those bird things go away, please.
Being a dragonborn, you have probably seen pteranodons before, uh,
Oh,
just based on the general places they tend to originate. Um, as you say this to him, uh, he does not seem to be noticing. He is looking off to the north, into the city rather than out toward the river. And he just seems completely transfixed on something in the distance. Uh, do you, are any of you going to look where he's looking?
Um, Luna is.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm not.
our
Okay.
Ghoul's gonna try.
Okay. Um, you see a shimmering golden light in the sky in the distance. There's this thunderous boom, and it grows larger and larger in your perspective. And there's the sound of steel and wood being crushed and shattered as it smashes through the top of one of the towers of the city. And it is going directly toward the bridge that you're currently on. You do have enough time to get off of to get out of its direct path.
Uh,
Uh,
yes, I would like to get. I would like to just grab. Wait, who's not looking in this direction?
Stella.
I would like to just grab Stella and just try to yank her off the bridge.
I'm not fighting.
And then just drag
Uh,
her along.
and this enormous ball of golden fire completely destroys the bridge. The two of the pteranodons are sent spiraling up through the air as they hit the edge of it. They're badly burned. They look like they're probably dead. Uh, and it crashes down a few miles away, and it lands into the river between here and the ocean. Um, and this shower of steam rains down from even from a few miles away. Each of you takes like 1 point of fire damage.
I'm resistant to
And
fire damage.
okay, if resistance is rounded down, except you can't round because it's one, so you still take one damage. Um,
It just doesn't bother me.
and a boiling tsunami crosses to the opposite end of the river. This thing just fell out of the sky and hit the river very hard and caused a tsunami.
Luda's just taking off her sunglasses and just saying, "What the hell was that?" Sorry if that offends, if my language offends anybody out of character.
Goodness.
L.L.G is gonna say, "Good question." Uh, okay. So I'm not gonna go anywhere near that thing because I feel like either one, it's going to pour out with aliens, and then we're going to die, or two, it's going to have a fungus that's going to infect us, take over our bodies, and then turn us into fungus zombies, which I do not want.
Are you saying this in character?
Yes.
Um,
Luda's
there are a bunch of people like there are a bunch of people screaming from off in the distance in the city because they just saw the top of a tower of one of the city's towers get completely destroyed, and there is a bit of a panic. People are running around. Some people run over toward the bridge that you are, well, the remains of the bridge that you were on, and they a lot of them are just shouting different names, um, but one person, a a man, he is a Jorgental, which is a half orc. Um, he's just running from person to person, saying, "Did you see where that went? Where did it go?"
I just want to yell, over here!
He just quickly runs over to you.
Just gonna point to where it is.
Luda's just doing the same, just like right behind her.
Blue?
I know. I said Luna. I thought. Did I?
No, you said blue.
Sorry, Luna. Sorry. So I'm bad with names.
With your
You,
own name.
you know, if it's not my real life name, I am bad with it. Okay, yeah, Luna's just pointing in the same direction as
Stella.
Stella.
He just says, in a much less rushed, more not relaxed, but more like what would be his normal speaking tone. He just says, "Okay, so I just completely failed to do the voice I was trying to do. That was the worst thing. That was the worst noise I've ever made." Okay, so can't do it. Okay, whatever. Okay. He just said, "Okay, so basically, uh, what's going on here is that you are the only ones who know exactly where that just went. Uh, I just now know that it landed somewhere in the river, right? You're not pointing to the ocean, you're pointing to the river.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I just know that it's somewhere in the river, but you saw more specifically where it was. Could you please take me there?"
Sure.
Sure, no problem. Luda's going
Uh,
to then call over to our dragonborn friend. What is your name again?
their name is L.L.G.
He's gonna call to Eligirol and just say, "Come on, Eligirol." Wait, we know. I know my character knows your character's name, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
but
L.L.G is gonna ask this half orc person. Man, I don't know. My brain isn't functioning well. So besides the whole like crashing thing of light that destroys towers, is there anything else dangerous about this thing that we're seeking?
uh, there's the chance that someone else gets there first, and we don't get as much of the money that we would otherwise.
Money? Okay, let's go quickly now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go get money.
Um, as you are, he just quickly says, "Okay, what are each of your names? I think that could be something important to know."
Stella.
Luna just kind of gives a little bow and says, "I'm Luna. Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
My name's L.L.G.
Okay, I am Yorlin Ditharash, and I am a representative of House Tharash, hence Ditharash. And uh, how much should I be reimbursing you for this?
Um,
I did not process that.
Now, what percentage should I be giving you? Because all you have is the location, but I'm going to be providing the actual means of harvesting this.
Okay, so how much
let's
do,
say
do,
an equal split. We each get, what, how many is there of us?
for? We each get 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. And he just gets to walk over toward. He's just walking over toward whatever towers are close by. He's looking for a lift, clearly, and a strange hobgoblin with golden eyes uh, uh, just approaches you. Um, Whoever is walking in the back, and just says, "Excuse me, you're working with House Thrash, correct?"
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so you see, among my people, there has been a prophecy handed down for hundreds, thousands of years. Uh, it states that uh, the steel-skinned rage. Wait, no, that's not right. The skinless rage in the Golden Mountain shall find the holding brother. We've been wondering for thousands of years. We've been trying to figure out what the skinless rage is, what the holding brother is, what the Golden Mountain was, but we now know. I believe that I've just witnessed with my own eyes what the Golden Mountain is, and this is too important of an artifact. You cannot let House Thrash take it.
How much money are you willing to pay us?
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Because you go.
so, there's a powerful fiend that is bound uh, in the east, in Kabara. Um, if House Thrash profits heavily enough, this fiend will break its bonds and will begin to and will attempt to return the world to its ancient state of as it was during what my people call the Age of Demons. Essentially, 30 powerful fiends just completely ruling the world. No people, nothing.
That doesn't answer my question. How much money are you paying us?
We're preventing the Age of Demons resurging.
I don't care about that. What I do care about is money.
Uh,
I'm
Show
also
us
not
the
a human
money,
person.
or else
So,
I'm not helping you.
we, we can. I'll. I will send someone to you later, and we'll discuss then. Uh, where the we'll discuss then Uh, but first, we have to see how what we can do in terms of money. And this person just starts to run away very quickly.
Was I able to tell if he was lying at all during that?
Uh, Make an insight check.
Nat 20 plus 3.
She seemed very forthright. Didn't seem to have any real reason why she would lie to you about this.
Okay. Luna's gonna say, I'm pretty sure that person was telling the truth.
Okay.
Oh,
So as long as we get paid in the end by some means, I'm fine with that. So, should we help the the little person or should we help the half orc?
I say the half orc because wait, no, the little person, the hobgoblin. Hobgoblins aren't actually small, are they?
They're not. Well, they're a bit shorter on average than humans. They're like 5 feet or so.
Hmm.
That is a decent bit. That's 8 inches smaller than my character. My character calls that person little. Okay. It got very silent.
Yes, indeed. So I'm dead.
So are we gonna help the hobgoblin?
I vote hobgoblin. But if the hobgoblin doesn't give us money, I say we kill them.
If they don't give me money, if they don't give us money, you can do whatever you want to them. I won't. I don't care at that point.
Actually, no. I'm turning this character into another insane maniac. I should stop this insanity before I can see the roots starting to place. God, I make many insane maniac characters.
Yes. So Luna's then gonna turn to Stella and just say, "You."
um, you know, if I get money, I'll help save the world.
All right, we're gonna. So how do we not help this person?
Okay. You two go with the hobgoblin. I'll keep this the other person distracted. Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, that works for me.
Right. Okay. Let's. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get to work then. So me and Stella go to the with the hobgoblin.
Okay. So you just begin to chase after her after she like ran off.
Uh,
Yep.
I guess yeah.
And uh, Eligule uh, just follows after uh, Yorlin de Thrash.
Okay, so L.L.G is going to try to run in front of Jordan Discarash and stop him in his tracks and say, hey, uh, do you know anything about a being called the Sculptor of Flesh?
Mm. It sounds. Oh, the Marchers. Yes, I've heard the name.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me anything about that?
Uh, it's a It's a horrendously dangerous creature that the gatekeeper druids of the Shadow Marches in the west are no the east. Wait, the west are are keeping sealed in Khyber. Well, they're doing what they can to keep it sealed. It seems to be also trying to surface in other places like the Ironwood Mountains. Why do you ask?
Oh, there's a little cult around sculptor of flesh, and their work interests me very much.
I see. Uh,
Do you have any information on the cult?
uh, we'll need to talk about this more
No,
privately.
no, no, no. How about we? Okay, how about we like go to like the nearest bar or something and rent a room where we can talk about this privately for a very long time.
Uh, I already have a. I have already rented a room. Uh, come with me, and he just starts to lead you toward another tower.
Out of character, that works surprisingly well.
Yeah, I didn't expect this at all.
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one who expected that to fail.
I was just like, I wasn't expecting that to succeed. That.
Okay, so all of us expected it to fail, and it worked. That is just
Or if
amazing.
it was gonna work, I was expecting it to be extremely difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the others of you are following after that hobgoblin.
Yes.
Uh, eventually, you catch up with her, and she just says, "What are you doing here?"
We decided to help you. Our other friend is distracting the person.
To help me with seeing what money I can find to convince you to help me.
Uh,
Oh no, we still want money, but we'll still help you. Like, we expect money, but we'll help. You know?
Okay. For now, then head down to the point at which that thing landed, and uh, and see if you can find anything there, or at least down to the banks of the river, if you can't travel through water.
Okay.
okie dokie. Um, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so how do we go about getting down there? That was an out of character question.
Okay.
There are a few lifts in towers that could take you down there, and the bank of the river is only a mile or so out
Okay,
from the city.
Alright,
so
let's go
how
then.
how long does it take us to get there?
Uh, from the okay, between finding a lift and getting out of there, just about I'll I'll say a high number and say an hour.
Okay. Whenever we get there, is there anybody else there?
Uh, uh, not not at the moment. Well, not at first. Um, you fairly quickly see, um, fairly soon you see someone uh, humanoid, sort of. Um, they have blue skin, wear nothing but leather, some leather straps around a few particular parts of the body. Have uh, fins on a few random parts of their body, including instead of hair and rather than legs, they have a piscine tail.
Okay.
Okay.
This was one of the merfolk, and upon seeing you, they swim over to the shore and say, "I don't know who you are, but please, I'm begging you, hear me out. A single massive shard of what I know is valuable crystal has just fallen into this area, and I know people are going to try and find it, and in in attempting to harvest it, they will destroy this entire area. Do my people this one favor, and we will be indebted to you. Uh, One person has already found the crystal's location. Make sure word cannot spread. I will help you to reach them, but my people failed to defeat the interloper. You must do this, and we will owe you a debt. The power of the plains, so long as you keep word from spreading of this shard.
We gotcha.
Okay, so who was this interloper?
Uh, I I do not know their status, whether they command a position of power. I know nothing of them. Uh, their
Appearance?
skin was their skin was steel. Their face was painted. Uh, there was that's that's all I remember.
Okay.
Would either of us recognize any type of any part of that description?
Skin was steel sounds like it could have been a warforged, or the slightly different, technically not a warforged thing that Stella is because of technicalities.
Okay.
Uh,
You just say, so it's a robot. Like you.
Yeah, basically, probably.
Okay, so, can you tell us what direction this person went?
uh, they went directly toward the crystal. I can take you there. It will be much faster than if you were to try and go out there yourselves.
Right?
Okay.
Let's go.
First, uh, do either of you need air to
I
breathe?
don't.
I do. Air's quite useful to breathe.
Uh, she begins to speak an incantation, and she moves her arm upward and pulls up this like tendril of water out of the river, and just like moves her arm in toward the two of you, and this piece of water just envelops Luna's head, and after a moment, you notice that you are not drowning. She has just cast water breathing on you.
Luna's eyes basically just light up and just, this is all, and just gives like just thumbs up.
And the water just falls down.
That
Okay,
was awesome.
now come with me.
Right?
And
Okay.
she speaks a slightly different incantation, but yet again the water begins to move, and she begins to swim away at a faster speed for swimming than you normally are capable of walking, and she and with the movement of the water, she basically drags you behind her. She swims almost playfully, like a dolphin. She jumps out of the water, essentially does barrel rolls, and looks to be enjoying swimming around as best she can at this moment. Uh, but being dragged behind this is a whole different story. Just rapidly jerked between water and air, even hit in the face a few times with her fins. It's unpleasant. Uh,
Luna's basically just trying to hold her glasses on her face.
um, After a few minutes, she stops beside a huge mound of um, what appears to be a Siberis dragon shard, a golden crystal. Uh, Dragon shards have varying different uses, uh, but this golden crystal that fell out of the sky is you are able to recognize it as a Sibirus dragon shard.
Okay. Do we see the interloper?
Uh, just a moment. This thing is roughly is a rough spear, about 90 feet in diameter. It is mostly down into the ground. The water is warm and murky. You're coughing even the water. You're coughing water. You don't see anyone, but you do hear a sound. This repeated metallic sound, almost like a chisel, coming from the side of the crystal that faces the groove left by the shard's impact.
Okay, we're gonna go around to that side.
Yeah.
Uh, as you, okay, there is this section of the shard that is carved out and appears to be a bit hollowed. Do you enter?
Yeah.
Luna's getting out her whip.
Slowly, we enter.
Okay. Golden crystal forms the walls, floor, and ceiling because, of course, it's dazzling. And within, in stark contrast to the shimmering beauty of this shard, is a single creature, humanoid in shape. This person resembles a warforged, but similarly to Stella, there are a few strange, non-standard aspects to their body's design. They look distinctly masculine, unlike the moderately androgynous look of standard warforged. His skin is reinforced with plate armor, and his fingers are long and pointed, and he uses them to grab and basically tear into and rip out chunks of the wall and move them to a floating metal disc, 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, seemingly for later transport. His face, as he turns toward you, is painted to resemble a skull.
Okay. Luna's basically
Um,
just gonna say, "Can you stop mining this crystal, please?"
He takes a moment, just looking around at the general situation, and he first says, I've been given specific instructions that I am not to stop doing that.
Can I try to like basically? Wait, no. If he ends up
you're
try, if he ends up going back to like mining the crystal thing, can I like try to use my whip to like grab his arm?
Sure. For the moment, however, he is locked, looking at you, and
But like, if you keep mining, you're gonna hurt some people, and that's not very nice of you.
uh, well, for one thing, who are either of you? Actually, he pauses. Who's your friend? And he points toward Luna.
That's Luna.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Do I know you?
Oh, right, that was you. I keep forgetting. One of us doesn't know about the others. I guess you do now. And he gestures toward his upper arm, where 4 letters are branded: NAPA.
Hey, that's like mine. And she just points to her hoodie crop top thing.
How observant of you.
So what I'm naming this, I was supposed to put arc in A.
It was NAA, yeah.
Okay, so I want to make sure that was right. Okay, so
Now then, I suppose I can stop for the moment. This is probably enough to feed an average person for a lifetime. He just gestures toward this floating metallic disc, and so will you two be allowing me to leave at this juncture? I'd really rather not kill anyone at the moment, and I don't think I'm even allowed to kill you.
As long as you like, mm, well, like you see, people can't really find out about this thing because, like, if it's destroyed, it's gonna hurt like the entire area, and like
Well,
that's not very gamer. That's not very pogger. That's not very good.
this is. Every time you speak, I'm amused because I keep thinking that you know these things that you don't. You see, telling anyone about where this is would be just terribly counterintuitive for me. Uh, Maybe you'll find out why eventually. And he just begins to swim out toward the entrance that he has carved out, and uh, the floating disc just starts to follow him once he gets like 20 feet away from it.
okay, so
Okay.
we're just gonna lean over to Stella and just say, "Do you know that person?"
Nope.
He clearly knows you, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not.
I'm more concerned that I don't know who he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go tell the person who brought us here. I'm just gonna tell them that the person will not be telling anybody about this.
However,
That's
they took some of the crystal.
uh, as long as it's not a highly industrialized operation, then the destruction shouldn't be too catastrophic.
Okay, so what do we do about the rest of this crystal?
Uh, Try and just do what you can to uh, just never mention it to anyone, essentially. Uh, people are going to. People forget things in time, and
I know
not
there was someone
many.
that was looking for it. They wanted something with money. Ugh. Our friend went off to distract them,
Uh,
and it's supposed. And if something happens to it with something else, some prophecy, it's gonna like lead destruction for the entire world.
uh, I think I should tell some people about this. For now, you should be fine. If anyone comes near it again, we'll do what we can to attack them with all the magic we have at our disposal. We weren't able to repel that one person because of short notice, but we should be able to station a storm caller or two around here.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, is there any way that you could probably hide the crystal, like camouflage it?
Uh, we could potentially bury it, but it would take a long time and it may uh, be visible from the surface then.
Would Luna be able to push the crystal, or is it just obviously way too big?
It is a roughly a sphere, and it's about 90 feet in diameter.
Okay, that's obviously way too big.
That's humongous.
Okay. Okay. So So Moon's gonna say. So you said something about earlier about you owing us something.
Yes, my people hail from Romagna, a beautiful plain of nature. We are the only thing stopping the destructive aspects of this plain from covering the Thunder Sea. The Thunder Sea is the sea to the south of Corvair, which is the continent that you have been on.
Right.
At your command, we can neglect to prevent a disaster and even enhance and some extent
Ooh.
Sorry, my headphone just came unplugged. What was that?
we can at your command once we will neglect to prevent a natural disaster from the plane of nature from covering the Thunder Sea, and instead we can focus it and enhance it toward your ends.
So basically, you're saying if we wanted to, we could ask you guys to basically just destroy a city.
If we ever needed it, we could ask you to just straight up obliterate this place.
It depends on what place. We could probably produce a hurricane to destroy maybe one or a handful of the towers of the city just inland, but a smaller, more ordinary city could be wiped off the map.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
a handy thing to have, I guess. When
Okay. And now, I'm sorry it took this long. We will get back to L.L.G.
Okay. So out of game really quickly. I just want to read to you what I think is one of the funniest sentences in my bug encyclopedia. June beetle grubs are susceptible to various microbial pathogens, including specific strains of the milky disease bacterium.
milky disease.
June beetle grubs.
Yeah.
They never stood a chance against the milky disease.
What the heck is the milky disease?
I don't know. I gotta put more research into the milky disease. So L.L.G is gonna go up. Are we in like the private room yet?
Yes.
So L.L.G is gonna ask whatever the guy's name was about all information he has on the cult surrounding the sculptor of flesh.
The most we'll say the most compelling piece of evidence as to the cult's activities would have to be this, he walks over to a drawer, opens it, pulls a small box out, pulls a key from his pocket, unlocks the box, and pulls out a tiny black jewel-like object. It's just described as a jewel-like object. I don't.
L.L.G would like to make a Arcana check on it.
Okay.
Guys, stop going off and flying everywhere, please. 25.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to recognize the sculptor of flesh and a few other entities named alongside it in the legends that you've heard. Create these bizarre living magic items. This, since your check was so high, this would appear to be an item called a shadow sibling, created by the sculptor of flesh.
L.L.G is going to ask, do you know what this is?
You ask him if he knows what the thing he's holding is?
Yes.
Okay. He says, I know it's something that was created by the sculptor of flesh, and I know that it's something that I need you to take. It's been whispering to me.
I will take it gladly. And L.L.G is just going to take it and put it on.
Okay.
Hide the necklace under their robe.
It's not a necklace. It is just a single jewel-like object.
Whoops, my bad.
We need to turn it into a necklace.
I can totally turn it into a necklace.
You know, because of how high that check was, these living magic items generally need you to make some kind of connection to them. Unlike the attunement with normal magic items, this is not only a spiritual connection, but also a physical one. In the case of a shadow sibling, at the end of the hour spent attuning to it, it attaches to your forehead. It fuses to the center of your forehead.
That would look really ugly, and I don't want to look really ugly.
No, you can make it like Raven from Teen Titans.
Who?
I'm sending a picture now.
I've never seen that show, but I've heard about it. I forgot what Raven
I'm
was.
getting her original look because the stupid Go one is dumb, much dumb.
Yes, I agree.
When there's trouble, you know who to call.
Teen Titans.
From the tower, they can see it all. That's her. She has the diamond on her head.
I see. Okay.
It can be aesthetically pleasing.
It could be. But I don't know about Dragonborns. So L.L.G is just gonna take the crystal gem and is going to ask, hey, you know if there's like any kind of base of operations for the cults nearby?
All it was telling me to do was it kept saying one word into my mind. He just like goes back to that same drawer and starts picking up papers with scribbled nonsense on them, and he eventually stops at one, and he reads out the name. Solder Rockhold.
What?
Solder Rockhold.
Silverrockhold. Okay.
I will spell it out. Should I send this to the chat or just to you?
I guess just send it to me.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, L.L.G is Soldor Cahold. Soldor Cahold. Okay. So L.L.G is gonna say this to. I already forgot his name and everything. So I'm going to attune to this little crystal he gave me, and if you could please stay here to see if nothing bad happens to me, that would be nice. Because I don't know if this crystal is gonna like possess me or something.
I will do that. Just anything to be rid of it.
Cool. And L.L.G is just gonna start attuning to crystal.
Once an hour has passed, it does fuse into your forehead. And hold on, I am trying to get the information on what it does in order to send it to you. There.
Oh, fun. Okay. Okay. Well, that was fun. L.L.G is going to say, cool, thanks for staying with me. I'm going to go search for my friends now.
Okay. What? Okay. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight. 19.
Okay. You are able to tell he's being very transparent about this. He just seems very shaken and relieved to be rid of that thing. He seems to have forgotten about anything else he was planning to do for now.
No. Oh, whatever. Yeah, well, L.L.G is gonna go search for their friends.
Speaking of which, they are currently with that merfolk woman at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
So she basically just says, at some point we will allow you to call on our abilities, and for now, I will bring you back to the shore. And once again, she causes these currents to just basically shoot you along behind her.
Okay.
So you are launched a bit upward, and you are able to just land upright on your feet, back onto shore.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, Liam, put it that way. Just say interesting.
You were able to hear Aiden in the background, I'm guessing.
Yes, I heard him.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was just more than interesting. I'm guessing it was retarded, probably.
Aiden? Shush.
Never.
Okay. So let's go find what is Crow's character again?
L.L.G.
L.L.G. Let's go find L.L.G.
Yeah. Tell him about what happened.
That would probably be a good idea.
I'll say that the two of you meet back up with them. Like they're like stepping off of a lift as you are about to go into that. As you are like you're waiting for a lift so you can go to look for them, and then they step off of it as they're going to look for you.
Ah, L.L.G.
Hello. I got a rock stuck in my head.
That's epic. Someone managed to steal part of the crystal.
And
We can also now call on a natural disaster of sorts because we help some mer people.
Oh, fun. So,
yeah. So if we ever need to just like flood a place, we got that covered.
Yeah, they got our backs.
cool. What time is it? DM, what time of day is it?
It is it's the sun is about setting at this point.
You guys
Okay.
should probably eat.
I don't have money,
I have some.
so yeah. Please.
I can pay for some food for you. I don't need
Yeah.
any. It's not a basic necessity.
So let's go find, like, I guess a tavern splash in place that we can eat and also
Sleep.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mind died for a few seconds. Sorry.
Imagine sleeping. Okay.
Imagine sleeping.
And also, can we finish this soon?
Sure. So you, with relative ease, you're able to find a little place called a Gold Dragon Inn, which some of you find, which all of you have seen these before. They are a chain establishment, basically. They are everywhere. Randomly in the middle of the mountains, people have just been hiking, and then just there's an inn.
Ah, so it's like,
Like
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Me and Caitlin thought that, or sorry, me and Luciana thought the same thing. That is twice now that I've called you something that you don't want to be called while
I
recording.
mean, I don't care. I don't care enough.
Okay. You'll get called like several different things probably.
Everything.
You'll
You
get
can
called
call me anything.
okay, anything.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. I said no. I said it, and then I was like, "He's gonna call me anything now."
Yes. I'm just glad that you realized that.
I'm just internally imagining, just so like, "Hey, we match," and then him just being like, "No shit, Sherlock."
So, would this be a good stopping place?
In just a moment.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You are able to get rooming and meals for the night for like 1 gold piece altogether.
Okay. I will pay for that, I guess.
So as each of you settle down for rest, not exactly sleep isn't universal, especially in Eberron, but as you all bed down for rest, we'll go ahead and end it there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So, how do we end this?
And now, no, that's copyrighted. Dang it, I can't sing it.
Okay. Well, goodbye, people watching it. Hope you enjoyed. Watch my stream of other D&D campaigns that I do.
Yep.
You get to hear us play more D&D. That's what you're
That's
interested
the
in.
end of the video.
Yeah.
That's the end of the video. Thanks
Like
for
if you
watching.
like if
and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell.
yeah, what she said.
Don't.
I watch so much YouTube. I can. And remember, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks
Is
for
that-
watching.
Is that
100%
copyrighted?
of our subscribers are
No,
not
no,
subscribers.
you can't. He can't copyright. He can't copyright it. He can't do anything. Matt Pat's hands are tied.
Oh yeah, I discovered that like Matt Pat has made at least 70 videos on FNAF.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am astonished.
I'm not
Wow.
surprised because he's Matt Pat.
Also, I saw a clip
He's a
Okay.
god.
Saying that the fish person from Undertale was fucking Pope Francis.
Okay. Okay. I'm ending the video now. Goodbye, peoples.